Here's a major legal showdown that could redefine the balance of power between universities and the federal government. In a sweeping 84-page ruling, U.S. District Judge Allison D. Burroughs has handed Harvard University a decisive victory, restoring approximately $3 billion in federal research funding that the Trump administration had abruptly frozen. But here's where it gets controversial. The judge didn't just restore the money. She accused the administration of weaponizing anti-Semitism as a political tool to undermine academic freedom. Let's unpack this fiery decision and the explosive implications it holds for higher education, free speech, and the future of research funding. The case, which Harvard initially filed in April 2025, centered on the Trump administration's claim that the university's alleged anti-Semitism justified cutting off federal grants. Burroughs, a Jewish judge, dismissed this argument as a smokescreen and a red herring, arguing that the administration's real motive was ideological. She criticized the government for terminating grants without concrete evidence of wrongdoing, and for using the issue of anti-Semitism to push a political agenda. The idea that fighting anti-Semitism is defendants' true aim is belied by the fact that the majority of the demands they are making of Harvard have little to do with anti-Semitism and everything to do with defendants' power and political views, the judge wrote. One of the most striking moments in the case came during a July hearing when Burroughs directly challenged a Harvard-educated Trump attorney, Michael Velchick. "I hear what you are saying, and you're saying it very well. That Harvard education is paying off for you," she quipped, a remark that underscored the tension between the university and the administration. The judge also emphasized that cutting off research funding, often for projects unrelated to anti-Semitism, risked harming not just Harvard, but the broader public. Decades of research and the welfare of all those who could stand to benefit from that research were at stake, she warned. The legal battle took on urgent stakes because Harvard faced a deadline to close out its federally funded projects. Without a court ruling, the university feared the government would permanently withhold the funds. Burroughs' decision now ensures that Harvard can continue its research, but the ruling also sends a broader message. The courts will not let political agendas override constitutional rights. The First Amendment is important, and the right to free speech must be zealously guarded, Burroughs declared, citing Justice Brandeis' famous assertion that the remedy to be applied is more speech, not enforced silence. So what does this mean for the future? Critics argue that the ruling could embolden universities to resist government pressure. But does that threaten efforts to combat anti-Semitism? Conversely, does the administration's approach risk politicizing research funding in a way that harms scientific progress? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think the courts overstepped, or did they protect a vital democratic principle? And where do you draw the line between fighting discrimination and safeguarding free speech? For now, Harvard's campus is cautiously optimistic. The judge's decision has reignited debates about the role of universities in society and the limits of political interference. As Burroughs herself concluded, "We must fight against anti-Semitism, but we equally need to protect our rights. Neither goal should nor needs to be sacrificed on the altar of the other." The question is, will other institutions follow Harvard's lead? Or will this ruling become a flashpoint in the ongoing clash between academia and the federal government? The answer may shape the future of research and free speech for years to come.